Hey guys, it's BMGV coming at you once again with another nappy hair video. I promise I'm going to cut it sometime this century, but listen, we're going to talk about 7 reasons why you shouldn't become a vegan in 2020. Let's fucking get it. Now, I was a vegan for 4 years straight, alright? And I went through quite a journey throughout those 4 years of veganism. I learned how and how not to live life, not just as a vegan, but as a person in general. It was a great transition period from my adolescence to becoming an actual man. And there's a lot you can learn during that phase. First things first, number 1. If you're somebody that doesn't have a routine, somebody who wakes up at any time, somebody who doesn't know what they're going to eat for the day or do for the day or wear that morning, somebody who just is very spontaneous, then veganism ain't for you. Alright, veganism ain't for you because number 1, you have to be organized. You have to be organized as a vegan. You do. You have to pre-plan what you're going to do, what you're going to eat, especially if you're somebody who was a meat eater all your life. You're not going to go straight into veganism successfully. Maybe for the first few weeks or first few months, you're going to be... It's clear, when it's something new, you're intrigued. You want to just know and learn and do everything. But then when you get into the habit of knowing to a certain degree, you don't end up falling through with a certain routine. And you have to make sure that you're on point with the way you are as a person in terms of your organization levels has to be at peak, bruv. Because when you're going into a diet like veganism, you have to know what you're eating every day, bruv. You need to get the right amount of calories in, the right amount of vitamins in as well. Because a lot of the vitamins that you get from meat, a lot of them have actually been somewhat fortified to make them suitable for human consumption. It allows it to be more palatable. When you're not indoctrinated in a system that gets you to understand what you should be eating in terms of plant foods, you can fail. And later on down the line, I was somebody who failed, and organization was a key factor. Not knowing what I was doing in the day, not knowing how I would eat, spontaneously eating, buying out takeaways. And again, this is where veganism can be number 2, expensive. Okay, so expensive to be a vegan. How do they do it? I don't have that much money as a student. I'm broke. I can't be vegan. Now, I hear this one a lot. And veganism will only be expensive if you're out buying takeaways every day, if you're not cooking your own food, which I'll get to in a second, if you're not planning yourself accordingly for the day, if you're going out to restaurants. The expensiveness comes from your laziness, okay? And if you are someone who's prepared to cook, pre-plan, not buy pre-made meals and stuff, then you'll find out that it will be less expensive. Because here's the thing, you got a lot of vegans that eat like mock meats, which are fake meats, and all these like fortified foods, and fortified vegan foods can be very expensive, and let me not lie. But if you're somebody who's eating stuff like beans, pulses, lentils, like grains like rices, or all these things can help you, all these things will make you healthy and they'll make you full, okay? And you can buy these in abundance quite cheap. In fact, if you look in poorer countries in the world, the poorer countries in the world only eat vegetables, okay? Yeah, that's what they eat, is vegetables. And meat is seen to be a luxury. All right, meat is a luxury item. But nowadays, what people do is we don't cook. We don't actually buy the source materials. We buy everything that's made, and that's when things become expensive. All right, so that's going into our third thing: knowing how to cook. If you don't know how to cook, don't go vegan. Just don't. Just literally don't go vegan, because a lot of the benefits you'll get from veganism is through cooking your own food. And if you find yourself being in the habit of buying takeaways or buying pre-made meals, like I said before, your expenses will increase. You won't have enough money for other things, because food will be on the forefront of your mind, or food will be at the forefront of your fucking bill, your statement each month. And to be honest, like, cooking is a great experience. Like, being able to cook your own meals, have them pre-made for that week. So if you cook in bulk, for example, on the Saturday and Sunday that you tend to be more freer in the week, then you find out that on the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays, again, organization comes into this. You don't have to think about what you're going to eat, because everything's already in the fridge, everything's already in the freezer. And if you're somebody who tends to be living in a house with a lot of people, you don't have enough space to actually have your food, or keep your food, get like a mini fridge. You can buy these mini fridges online quite cheap, secondhand or new. Get a mini fridge, or if that's even still a improbability or something that you can't be done, then cook in smaller quantities, and maybe you cook twice in a week. So because I'm sure you must have some space for your food somewhere. So yeah, I would say get that part organized. And again, if you don't know what to cook, then you won't be able to cook. So again, invest in some cookbooks. Dr. Sebi has a lot of great cookbooks out there for you to understand the alkaline diet, and this is basically like, it flushes out all the toxins in your body. I would suggest that everybody goes onto the alkaline diet. All the other fad diets aren't the one. This is the one that's more optimal for you. It's scientifically proven that these are great diets for the human body. Another book as well is How Not to Die by Dr. Michael Greger. Amazing book. I'm in the process of reading that for the second time. That book goes through the benefits of being vegan. It also has a few small recipes and things that you can actually take out of that book as well. It makes you understand as well what each food does for you in the body, in the skin, or whatever. Like how these plant foods can revitalize and even reverse diseases, man. This goes deep. And it's crazy because a lot of these organizations that try to look for cures and all these things for like cancer and stuff, they're all being funded by meat organizations that actually cause more of the problem. And we know that, things like red meat and the rest are type 2 carcinogen. These things cause cancer. Yet these are the things that are actually promoting or funding these businesses. It goes deep, bro. It goes deep. I'd also suggest that you watch the What the Health documentary and Cowspiracy documentary as well. These are great documentaries for people that want to understand the behind the scenes as to what's happening within the vegan world. So what's happening in our world today. It can actually get you up to speed in understanding how the governments are trying to make you more sick. It's crazy, bro. You have to look out for yourself these days, bro. You can't even trust the people that govern you, man. It's sad. It's sad. And here's another reason why you shouldn't go vegan. Because meat tastes so good. Oh, it tastes so good, that chicken. Oh my God. Because you know what? Yeah. Raw chicken tastes amazing, right? Raw beef tastes amazing. No seasoning, nothing. When you deep it, what actually gives that meat flavor? What gives that chicken or that fish its flavor? Let's be real. It's vegetables. Seasoning. Seasoning is vegetables. That's what it is. Seasoning is just vegetables on a micro scale. That's all it is. That's what gives it its flavor. What also makes meat good or tastes good is the texture, how it feels in the mouth, how it goes down our throat. That's, oh God, that was quite bad. That's what people miss, is that feeling. And science is getting better every day. For those people who really can't get enough of that meat feel, that taste or whatever, there are products out there, like I said, mock meats that actually try to replicate these things, and every single year it's getting better. Like I had Burger King. Burger King has Burger King has a Rebel Whopper, which I've tasted a few times, and it tastes so convincingly like meat. If I was to give you a Rebel Whopper, you wouldn't be able to tell that shit isn't real meat. If I was to give you a KFC vegan burger, you wouldn't be able to tell that isn't chicken. I swear to God, unless you knew you bought that thing, then you'll be trying to look out for the differences in that and a chicken burger. I swear to God. Corn or Linda McCartney's, all of these, there's so many different products out there for you to have if you're really missing that taste. And you know, for those people who are traditional and they have their traditional meals and the rest, I'm lucky. I'm somebody who's Igbo, Nigerian, and a lot of our dishes are actually more vegetable based. So yeah, we might have a few meats that are put in there and whatnot. So instead of, you know, using meat for my dishes, I would use mushrooms, for example. I would, because mushrooms can have that texture of meat in a way. So I'll season the mushrooms in a certain way, cook them in a certain way, put them in the dish, and it makes me feel like I'm eating meat. Even though I'm not looking for that meaty texture and taste, it's something that can also supplement my needs, or other people's needs rather, when I'm cooking for somebody or for a whole group of people. There's that. And then speaking about meat as well, as a vegan, you don't get enough protein. Oh my God. I mean, look at me. As a vegan, okay, you are getting the real protein. Now, the meat that you eat, what do you think they eat? All these cows and all these things. Most of them, in fact, the biggest land mammals or the strongest land mammals tend to be vegan. Believe it or not, they tend to eat plants. I shit you not. The biggest land mammals tend to eat plants, okay? Like, plants are the real source of protein, okay? When you eat meat, you're eating recycled protein. That's what it is. It's recycled protein. It's dead protein. You're not getting the real nutrients out of meat. The real vitamins and the real nutrients tend to come from plants. And when you eat it from a dead source like meat, you tend to find out that that's not the full thing. You know, and the truth of the matter is, these World Health Organizations know this. But here's the thing, they can profit more from sick people. And I shit you not, the information is out there for you to see. This is why I urge people to look out and try and find the truth for themselves, because the governments won't give you the truth. That's just the reality. So in this sense, where you don't get enough protein as a vegan, that's complete bullshit. Like, you can get all the amino acids, everything. I was somebody who didn't go deep enough into understanding what I should be eating in the day, and that's when problems come in. Because obviously I've not been taught this from birth, so I had to learn this myself. So it's left for you to go out there, understand what you can eat in the day, understand how much you should eat. Again, how much you eat is very, very important, because the vegetables are not as calorically dense as meat. You have to eat more of them. So you have to get used to eating more food in the day, when in actual reality, even though you're eating more, all right, it's actually storing less. And what's going to be more in your body is the vitamins and minerals that you need to optimally function on a day-to-day basis. Another thing as well is you will feel full as a vegan. You will feel very, very, very full, satiated. So sometimes people don't end up getting enough food because they can't break past that feeling full point. So that's when you have to understand again how to ration your food, what to eat more of, because fiber makes you full, fiber makes you satiated, and fiber is very important. And you don't get fiber in animal products, okay? You don't. Listen, you're gonna have that vegan glow. All right, this list is turning into the benefits of being vegan. But your skin will glow. Your skin will fucking glow as a vegan. Like I remember when I was a vegan, my skin was absolutely radiating. There was not a single blemish on my skin, nothing. Like no cracks, nothing, no spots, nothing. It was just radiating, and people could see it. Girls were more attracted to me just from the way my skin was, and I didn't put any cream on. I didn't have this routine or anything. Girls would always ask me, "What's your routine?" Or guys would ask me, "What's your routine?" Bro, my routine is my diet. This is how I don't eat no meat. I don't eat shitty. I don't eat no meat. Like that's just all it is. And just you not eating meat. That's simply all it is. All right. And yeah. And girls will gravitate towards you more. All right, I don't know what it is, but when I was on a vegan diet, yeah, the amount of pussy I was getting was like, oof. I swear to God, like, girls just wanted to be with me. Obviously, I'm a good-looking guy. I'm tall, 6'2". I'm big, I'm built, frame, all of that sort of stuff. Dark skin, chocolate. You already know what it is. But the veganism on top of it all, like, it keeps you lean. It keeps you so lean. You don't have to exercise as much. Like, I barely exercised, but I was always lean. I always looked good. Again, if you don't want to look amazing, don't go vegan, bruv. Just don't. Like, like, you will look amazing. And I'm telling you, the opposite sex, whether you're a girl or a guy, will gravitate towards you. I'm telling you. Like, without you doing much. Like, people just want to be around you. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. And here's the other thing, all right? And in case you don't know, what meat actually does is it builds atherosclerotic plaque in your blood vessels and your arteries. And what this does is it constricts the blood flow and doesn't allow blood or oxygen to be optimally pass through in your body and into the organs that it needs, and it can actually develop into organ failures or give people heart attacks, okay, or even lead on to other things like Alzheimer's or dementia. Now, these things are quite important because all animal products have cholesterol, and cholesterol builds up that plaque in your walls. So this can also translate into sex, all right? So if you don't want to be a sex machine, don't go vegan. I'm telling you, bro, my wood was on a different level of rock. Like, that wasn't wood no more. That was fucking stone, bro. That was, I swear to God, like, especially when I was in my second year of veganism, bro. Like, with no meat, like, shit. Like, if she was getting a dick in, she was getting a dick in, bro. I swear to God. Like, and oh my, in fact, let me like, okay. Like, when you go hard, bro. And you can go hard for a while. Like, I'm telling you, veganism, it makes that shit strong. And it's more pleasurable for the woman, and obviously more pleasurable for you as well. And the reason why is that, it's from what I explained from the former. It comes down to you having your blood vessels having no cholesterol in them, and then the blood's able to stimulate faster towards your dick and is able to run faster and keep it erect for longer. Alright, so a lot of people with erectile dysfunction, they usually go vegan and they see the massive differences within a week. Okay, and these are clinically proven trials, man. Like, go online and see this shit, bruv. And again, from my own anecdotal experience, I'm telling you right now, bruv, women will want you, bruv. Like, after, I mean, obviously, like, I'm not saying that before I wasn't vegan, yeah, I wasn't getting, or pussy wasn't coming back, but there's a different level of, like, desperation from these women, bruv. When you give it to them with that vegan dick, I'm telling you right now, bruv, they can't get enough. Like, and for the girls out there, because I've also slept with female vegans too, so I can actually, like, attest to this. Listen, that pum is gonna smell much better, fam. I'm telling you, that pum's gonna smell much better. The sex is gonna feel better for you too, because those juices that are gonna be coming out are more natural. Like, it's just gonna be more tidy. I'm telling you. And for the guys too, like, you know, sometimes these girls want to swallow, so obviously that shit's gonna taste way better for them as well. Like, obviously, like, listen. If you're gonna swallow, yeah, I appreciate you doing that. I appreciate that so much that I'd rather make it sweeter for you. How about that? So yeah, guys, sexual experiences are just way better, like, when you're a vegan. Like, and this is when you're actually a proper vegan, because when I wasn't eating properly as a vegan, again, the sexual experiences became shit. Like, so there's two sides to it. There's always two sides to it, guys. You have to make sure you're eating and following a proper vegan whole foods plant diet for all of these benefits. I'm telling you. So all in all, these are the things that I encountered on my vegan experience. Now I've been vegan again for a month straight. It feels great. I'm slowly getting into not having to think about what I'm doing each day or how much I'm taking in. I'm starting to understand what I should be eating now, which is great. I'm going about it a different way, and all those benefits, I can see them coming my way. I've already dropped a lot of weight just from stopping eating meat, and that's one benefit. You will drop a lot of weight. So if you're someone who's fat, best believe you need to go vegan, bruv. Like, it will change you, trust me. And as always, it has been Zeno BMGV. Stay blessed, stay healthy, and stay motherfucking fresh, baby.